There is something many people over 60 quietly notice, but rarely talk about. Vision doesn't feel as sharp as it used to. The mind feels a little slower in the morning. Screens tire the eyes faster. Names and small details take longer to come back. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out. This isn't illness, it's not a diagnosis. It's what everyday aging feels like for millions of people. And here's the part that often gets overlooked. Much of the repair work for your eyes and brain happens at night while you sleep, not during the day. Recent nutritional research shows that many older adults are missing key nutrients their brain and eyes rely on during this nighttime recovery window. So even after a full night's rest, the body may not fully recharge. The good news is this: you don't need pills, you don't need complicated routines, and you don't need extreme changes. Certain natural drinks, made from simple foods, can support the body's own repair processes when used at the right time of day. Today, I want to walk you through 4 gentle juices that research and real-world experience suggest may support clarity, focus, and visual comfort as we age. These are not miracle cures. They are tools. Used consistently, they help give the body what it needs to do what it already knows how to do. Let's begin with the most familiar one and the most underestimated: carrot juice. Many people think of carrots as something you eat for general health, but in juice form, carrots provide nutrients that directly support both vision and cognitive focus. Carrots are rich in beta-carotene, which the body converts into vitamin A. Vitamin A plays a key role in maintaining the cells of the retina, especially those involved in adapting to light and darkness. As we get older, these cells become more sensitive to stress. That's when blurry vision, dry eyes, or difficulty seeing in low light often appear. Carrot juice also contains plant compounds that help protect the central area of the eye responsible for sharp detail. This matters if you read, drive, or spend time on screens. But carrots don't only support the eyes, they also provide compounds that help protect brain cells from inflammation and everyday oxidative stress. Some studies have shown that older adults who regularly consumed carrot-based juices performed better on simple memory and recall tasks over time. Nothing dramatic, just clearer thinking and fewer "why did I walk into this room?" moments. There's one important detail, though. The nutrients in carrot juice are absorbed best when paired with healthy fats. That could be a small amount of olive oil, nuts, or avocado as part of your meal. For many people, carrot juice works best in the morning, with breakfast. It helps the eyes adjust for the day and gives the brain early support. Simple, gentle, and often surprisingly effective. Next, we move to a juice that works through a completely different pathway: circulation. Because your brain and eyes don't just need nutrients, they need blood flow, and that brings us to beet juice. Beet juice works in a very different way. When people notice mental fog or tired eyes, they often think the problem is inside the brain or the eyes themselves. But very often, the issue starts with circulation. As we age, blood vessels naturally become less flexible. That means oxygen and nutrients don't always reach the brain and eyes as efficiently as they once did. Beets contain natural compounds that support healthy blood flow. When consumed as juice, they help the body produce more nitric oxide, a molecule that signals blood vessels to relax and widen. When this happens, oxygen-rich blood can move more freely to areas that need it most, including the brain and the retina. Several studies have observed that older adults who regularly consumed beet juice showed improvements in attention, reaction time, and mental clarity. Not because beet juice stimulates the brain, but because it supports the delivery system that feeds it. Many people also notice their eyes feel less strained later in the day. One of the benefits of beet juice is how quickly it works. Its effects on circulation can begin within an hour. For that reason, beet juice often fits best in the early to mid-afternoon, when energy and focus tend to dip. A simple approach is enough. 1 medium beet, juiced with a small piece of fruit to soften the flavor. Enjoyed slowly without rushing. Even a short walk afterward can help the body use that increased circulation more effectively. Now let's move to a juice that works on a deeper level, one that supports the brain's ability to adapt, repair, and stay responsive. Blueberry juice. Blueberries are rich in natural pigments called anthocyanins. These compounds help protect brain cells from everyday stress and support communication between neurons. What makes blueberries special is their ability to cross into the brain and support areas involved in memory and processing speed. In several long-term studies, older adults who regularly consumed blueberries or blueberry juice showed improvements in memory recall and mental flexibility compared to those who didn't. The eyes benefit too. Those same compounds help protect the cells that transmit visual information from the eye to the brain, supporting clarity and contrast. Many people find blueberry juice especially helpful in the evening. About an hour to an hour and a half before bed is often ideal. That's when the brain begins its nightly maintenance cycle. Providing supportive nutrients at this time helps the body do its work while you rest. A simple blend works well. 1 cup of fresh or frozen blueberries, blended with a little water. No need for added sugar. This isn't something you feel instantly. It builds quietly night after night. Clearer mornings, easier focus, less strain. And now we come to the final juice, one that supports both the eyes and the brain in a very balanced way. Spinach juice. Spinach may not sound exciting, but it delivers some of the most important nutrients for aging eyes. Spinach contains lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 compounds that naturally accumulate in the central part of the retina. These compounds help protect visual detail and processing speed. As levels decline with age, vision can feel slower or less crisp. Spinach also provides folate and vitamin K, nutrients that support brain cell communication and the structure of neural pathways. This combination helps both what you see and how quickly your brain interprets it. Because spinach contains natural compounds that some people are sensitive to in large amounts, moderation matters. 1 small glass is enough. Spinach juice is often best earlier in the day, mid-morning, or with lunch, when digestion is active and absorption is smooth. Combining spinach with apple or cucumber can make the taste more pleasant and easier on the stomach. Now that we've covered all 4 juices, the next step is understanding how to use them without overcomplicating your routine. In the final part, I'll show you a simple daily structure, how to rotate these juices, and why consistency matters more than doing everything perfectly. Now let's talk about how to use these juices in a way that feels simple and realistic. You do not need to drink all 4 every day. This is not a program that demands perfection. What matters most is working with your body's natural rhythm. Your eyes and brain repair themselves, mainly while you sleep. But they also have periods during the day when support is especially helpful. Here's a gentle way to think about it. In the morning, carrot juice fits best. It provides nutrients that help the eyes adjust to light and gives the brain a steady start to the day. If you eat breakfast, enjoy it alongside a meal that contains a little healthy fat. In the early afternoon, beet juice can be useful. This is when many people notice mental fatigue or reduced focus. Supporting circulation at this time helps deliver oxygen where it's needed most. In the evening, about 60 to 90 minutes before bed, blueberry juice works well. That timing allows its protective compounds to support the brain's nighttime maintenance cycle. Spinach juice fits best earlier in the day, either mid-morning or with lunch. It supports visual processing and mental clarity without interfering with sleep. You can rotate these juices. You can focus on just 1 for a week. You can use 2 per day instead of 4. Consistency matters far more than doing everything at once. These drinks are not magic. They are support. Over time, they help nourish small systems that modern life quietly wears down. The tiny blood vessels in the eyes, the communication lines between brain cells, the pathways that support memory and focus. Change doesn't usually happen overnight. It happens when the body is given steady support day after day. If you're wondering whether it's too late, here's something important to remember. Your brain and your eyes remain responsive throughout life. They don't stop adapting. They don't stop repairing. They simply need the right conditions. Even small daily choices can create momentum. And momentum is often what opens the door to clearer vision, steadier focus, and more confidence in everyday life. If you decide to try just one of these juices, that's enough to begin. And if this video gave you something useful, a new idea, a sense of direction, or reassurance, I invite you to stay connected. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Which juice are you most curious about? And if you'd like more calm, science-informed guidance designed for life after 60, consider subscribing. Because aging isn't about giving up clarity, it's about learning how to support it, one simple habit at a time.